We're back for another episode of today's tip. Today's tip, there is glory in your story. There's glory in your story. Write it. How many books, movies, videos, magazine articles have you read about someone who was at the bottom and then rose to the top? Or someone who was at the top, came through hard times, hit rock bottom, and then rose to the top again. The story is only a story and motivational because of the trials and tribulations they've went through, not the end result. The end result is what everybody sees, but the movie, the article, the video, it's not a real story until you see the trials and tribulations that happen. For example, remember the movie Pursuit of Happiness? Chris Gardner, his woman left him as a single father. He has no money. He gets kicked out of his apartment. Him and his son have to go from place to place to live at night. One day they're in a bathroom, the next place they're at a park. Then he finally gets a friend, or they're in a shelter, going from place to place. And then he finally gets this job as an intern at a brokerage firm. But again, there's no money there. But he knows what he wants. He has a vision. He's seen something. So he takes this intern job, and he's still going from place to place, living. Then finally, they give him the job. He begins to make money, and he becomes very successful. So now I do believe he owns his own firm. But the story is not the end. The story is in the trials and tribulations. That's your story. How many more Chris Gardners could happen if you were to write your story? Yes, your teacher may have told you, you know what? You're not going to be good. You might as well drop out of school. You're not going to make it. But you know what? You're still here. You've had a job doing everything right. You're making sales. You're being a supervisor. You're managing a company. Everything is doing good. Everybody's making money. But for some reason, the manager, the owner, calls you into the office and tells you your service is no longer needed. But you're still here. You're still here. You've probably been sick. Some of you guys have been sick in a hospital room. The doctor says you're not going to make it. Only thing we can do is keep them comfortable, give them some pain medications. That's the best we can do. But something happens and you make it out. You're healthy now. You went through the pain, but you're still here. They gave up on you, but you're still here. There's glory in the story. It's there. No matter what you're doing right now, if you don't write your story, someone's going to tell your story, somebody's going to write your story, but your story is being told because somebody is watching you right now. So you might as well get the benefit from it. If you went through the trials, if you went through the tribulations, if you went through the sickness, if you beat that coach that said you wasn't going to make it, if you went further than that teacher says you wasn't going to make it, you were not going to graduate. If you've lost that job and got back on your feet again and now you're successful, that is your story. The story is not over until you go get your prize, until you carry your belt, until you get your championship ring. That is your story and there's glory in it. Stop complaining about what happened. You're still here. Yeah, that you were in a relationship. Your spouse left you. They treated you bad, mistreated you. They abused you. You shed tears. You didn't know how you were going to make it. They did everything they could to break you. Yet, you're still here. There's glory in your story. Quit focusing on what you don't have and go get what's yours. There's glory in your story. Sit back, look, write it down. This is where I was. This is where I'm at right now. And you'll be surprised of how far you came from where you were. Write your story. Who knows, your story may inspire the next physician. the next doctor, the next lawyer, the next business owner, the next entrepreneur. You don't know who your story is going to inspire, but tell it. Tell it to someone, because someone's watching you right now. Little do you know, there's somebody going, you know what? I can make it because look at that person. Look at her. They tried to beat her down. They tried to destroy her. He put her through the ringer. She put him through the ringer, took everything he had, yet he is still here. There's glory in your story. Tell it. Go get it. Everything you need to be great is inside of you. How do I know? Because you're still here. Go get what's yours. And I'll see you again next week for today's tip. I love you. Be blessed.